Welcome back to my channel. This is Angelo Christmas and me documenting my journey to $20,000 per month as a high ticket closer. So, in today's video, I'm going to be speaking a bit more about how the week has been since my last update, which was me taking a sales call with a drug dealer. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, since then, I, funny enough, haven't taken any calls since then. The lead flow has been very slow, and that's mainly because they've been focusing a lot on the webinar. So most of the call to actions the offer I'm on now have been funneling people to the webinar that they're going to be doing today, actually, at the time of recording this. So once that webinar happens, there should be really nice call volume coming in. And obviously, would have liked to take more calls from now till then, but the main focus was going into the webinar. So I was just using that time to train, develop, go through more training, stay sharp, and stay ready for when I do start taking calls again. Should start taking a lot more calls from tomorrow because once the webinar is done, they're going to be funneling everybody to book calls onto the closers calendars, and the leads should be hotter than usual. So really excited to see how that goes. And what's also nice is that the sales manager said that they might even do these webinars bi-weekly. So the webinar that they're running today has already generated over, like, I think around close to 5,000 leads already. So from those 5,000 should get a good amount of people that do convert and book onto the calendar. And then obviously it will be my job to help them close and join the mentorship to help them change their life. So really excited, really looking forward to that. And really excited to make October my biggest month as a closer, and gonna push, give it my all, and make sure I crush this month. I hope that lead flow is good and for the rest of the month, but if not, then I'm gonna also get my hands dirty and start hitting the outbound dialer to set my own calls and dial the leads that have already opted in but didn't book yet. And then that's a good way for me to maximize my opportunity and also earn more commission, because if I set my own call and close the deal, then I get even more commission. So that's what I'm going to be doing. If lead flow does slow down again, hopefully it doesn't, because I was expecting to be taking more calls consistently on this offer. But that's just life. Things most of the time things don't go according to plan, but it's not about what happens to you, it's about what you do about the situation and how you handle it. That's going to be the difference maker between your success in any area of your life. A lot of people think that the most successful people out there are the people that are lucky or never face problems, never face challenges, never face setbacks. But the sooner you start to change that perspective you have on successful people, the sooner you will become successful yourself. Because if you just believe something that's more empowering, such as, all the successful people that I look up to have all been through this hard journey that I'm going through right now. And the only difference between those successful people versus the people that are not yet successful or aren't successful or won't ever be successful is that when something bad happens or something doesn't go according to plan, they just fall and be a victim and say that it's not their fault. That's just life. That's just how it goes. That's why I'm not meant for success. That's why I won't be successful, or that's why I'm not worthy of success. But the sooner you start to change your perspective, the sooner you start to change the way you think about problems you face in your life, the sooner you realize that it's simply just a part of the hero's journey, right? Every single successful person has been through exactly what you may be going through right now. No matter how hard you think your life is, no matter how tough it is, no matter what terrible situation you might be going through now, just remember that that's already happened to you. The situation has happened. You can't change that. But what you can change is how you handle the situation and the decisions and actions you take after that, after said thing happens. Right? You got to ask yourself, what's the best possible move you can make in the situation? And that's the decision you need to make. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a victim and think that, this just happened for the sake of happening and it's just part of life. You need to take ownership of your situation. You need to have 100% accountability of everything in your life, the good and the bad. And the sooner you start to think like that, the more competitive you're going to be as a person. And yes, it is a hard way to live life, because if you take ownership of everything that happens to you, even for things that aren't your fault. But the fact that you're taking ownership of that and you putting yourself in a position where you are responsible for it, it's going to allow you to find solutions for that problem. It's going to allow you to be more resourceful. It's going to allow you to actually overcome the situation as opposed to letting the situation overcome you. And if you just adopt that one single trait, that's going to help you tremendously on your journey to success. No matter how small the situation may be, no matter how minor the task is or the setback is, always take ownership of the situation. Even if it's not your fault, just say that, yes, this is my fault. This happened because of me. How can I change it? How can I fix it? How can I improve it? What can I do to make it better? And that's what's going to help you be resourceful and get out of situations that most people would have let ruin their life or let hold them back or let those situations hold them back, because a lot of people will do that, right? They'll face situations, they'll face hard times, they'll face setbacks in their life, and they'll just hold on to that excuse as to why they never achieve the life they want to live, right? They use it as an excuse, basically, right? This bad thing happened to me, so I can't achieve X. Whereas another person that is destined to be successful and will be successful says, this bad thing happened to me right now, so that's why I'm going to be successful. And I'm going to use this situation as fuel, as drive, as motivation to push me to try even harder. Because I know that every single failure I face is taking me one step closer to the life I wanna live. Because I want you to ask yourself this simple question. You watching this right now. How quickly would you want to fail if you knew that after 30 failures you would be successful? Think about that. You'd be ready to attack life. You wouldn't let fear hold you back. You wouldn't let those doubts, those hesitations in your mind hold you back. You'd be ready to fucking give it your all and become the person you say you want to be. Because you knew that after 30 times of failing, you're going to have the life you want to live. And the truth is, you never will know how many failures it's going to take for you to be successful. But what's the alternative? If you hold on to the fear, if you let the doubts, those hesitations, that bitch voice inside your head get the better of you and cause you to stop after the fifth failure, the only other side of the coin is if you let that get the better of you, and as a result, you live a life you're not happy with either way, because it's going to be miserable trying, or it's going to be miserable not trying and living a life you know you shouldn't be living, a life that's not fulfilling yourself, a life that's you not living up to your full potential because you're not even trying. Because when you get to the end of your road on this earth and you look back on your life, you wouldn't want to look back and look at your life and think, I wish I'd done more. I wish I'd done more, but I didn't because I was scared. I was a coward. I was afraid to take that risk, to start that business, to step out my comfort zone, to lose the weight, to build the muscle, to approach that goal. I don't know about you, but I would much rather look at my life knowing that no matter what situation I faced, I always tried my best. I never let any failures hold me back. I never let any fears hold me back. I always pushed through. I always made the brave choice in my life. And even if I don't get the outcome in my life, then I'm at peace with that because I know I tried my best. But the other side of the coin is you living with the pain of regret, of you not even knowing if you could have had the life you wanted because you didn't try, because you let the sixth failure, the seventh failure, or the 10th failure hold you back from trying again. So that's what I wanted to share today, is that never let the failures, the setbacks, the doubts in your mind hold you back from taking another swing at the bat with whatever task you may be facing right now. Always push through, always make the brave choice, always act in alignment with the person you want to be, not the person you are right now. Because with all due respect, the person that you want to be, the person that is making the amount of money you want to make, the person that is driving the car you want to love, is living in the country you want to live, has complete financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, that version of yourself that you want to be honest with yourself and ask yourself if you are doing everything that he would be doing on a day-to-day basis or whenever you face setbacks. Don't decide what you want to do based on how you feel right now. Because if you keep acting like that, you're going to stay where you are right now. Ask yourself what that 2.0 version of yourself would do. And yes, this sounds like simple things. I've said it, in different versions on this channel before, but most of the time people need to be reminded, not they don't need to learn new things in order to achieve the outcomes they want. That's why I'm saying this again, because I know how much it means to me as a person, to me reminding myself about the importance of this. Because I too am not perfect, and I don't claim to be perfect, but I always strive to be the person that I'm working towards being. And that's the message I want to share with anyone watching this today. As long as you act in alignment with that person, you will be, before you know it, become that person. Just always do the hard thing, always put in the work, and rather live with the pain of discipline as opposed to the pain of regret. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you made it this far, I really would appreciate if you drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And as always, if you want to follow my journey a bit closer, make sure to follow me on social media. My links will be down below in the description. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.